What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. We're going to be facing off against the Packers here, and I could not wait to jump into this game. I just want to test our team against them. This is going to be one of, if not the hardest challenge for this team all season long. This Packers offense is crazy good. Now, we do have potentially a bit of an advantage in today's game in the fact that they are in basically a pouring down rain. So, you know, from a perspective of our defense versus their offense and our offense versus their defense, I feel like our running game has the potential to have more success than theirs does. Obviously, our offensive line isn't the greatest, so we'll have to see how things stack up whenever we do hit the field and start trying to grind it out today. But let's go ahead and jump into this one and see what we can get done. So the Packers are going to be starting off with the ball today. We are going to be stacking the box a majority of the time. They do pass the ball a ton. So, you know, I have my game plan set to defend medium passing range and stuff like that. You guys can see Devontae Adams having a pretty solid season so far. But I honestly think, for the most part, we're going to be coming out in heavy formations because, you know, let them air it out in the rain. You know, let them potentially make those mistakes and whatnot. You know, we will try to air out the ball a little bit today. Like, you know, we're not going to completely go away from the passing game, especially if they do stack up our running game. But I want to force them to throw the ball, and I know that that sounds weird against a Packers team with Aaron Rodgers. But you know, all things being considered, I think, let them throw it through the air, let them make some drops, let them potentially have some mishandles of the ball, and maybe we come away here with a good result.
Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns.
See, and that's the type of thing that I'm looking for, you know. 4th and 4, all he had to do is complete a quick, easy pass, and Aaron Rodgers overthrows his man. The ball's slippery, the ball's wet. Those types of things are going to happen. And I know coming into this game that if we do that with, oh, what a roll. That was nice. I didn't know that Madden implemented some improved ball physics on punts and things like that. That was pretty sweet. Ben Roethlisberger having a pretty solid season. He struggled towards the end of the day the last time around, but I don't know. I think if we start to put the ball in his hands today in a rainy game like this, the inaccuracies, the troubles of his arm are probably going to be emphasized more and more. Najee Harris, 310 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns on the season. Very much looking forward to seeing what he can do in the ground and pound today.
Look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play top.
I did focus our game plan around outside running because I do want to try to get the stretch game and things like that going, especially considering this Packers defense is no joke. I mean, they do have good guys on the inside and the outside. You know, there's a lot of things that they can do right. Realistically speaking, though, what I'm looking at is I don't want to be running against their best man in the middle, who's like a 90 overall. So, oh, yep, and there goes Ben Roethlisberger lofting one already. He had his man Juju wide open, and that's what I'm talking about. We have to try to find success on the ground, or we're probably not going to be successful in today's game. Harvey with a nice punt, and Kerry Vincent gets down there and makes the tackle. I am very much liking Presley Harvin III. I think it's the third. Very good punter option for us. And this right here is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Aaron Rodgers' ball comes out of his hand real quick, slips, I'm assuming, because that didn't go towards either receiver. And unfortunately, Schobert is unable to come up with that one. He's got bricks for hands. That's not a surprise. He's a linebacker. But that could have put us in position to almost just kick an easy field goal right then and there. So, you know, we definitely want to keep the ball on the ground, especially if we see Aaron Rodgers missing throws like that.
This is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
TJ Watt looks like he might be out for the rest of this game with a foot contusion. We're going to go ahead and sit him down, giving the rookie Quincy Roche some playing time. We'll probably also see some of Alex Highsmith in this game, and I might have to edit the depth chart to get him to come in. But Aaron Rodgers missed another pass. Honestly, another wide open receiver on the sideline. He broke open on an out route and was unable to hit his target. So we're going to be getting the ball back here with, half the first quarter left for us, and just keep trying to pound the rock. Man, and as the first quarter comes to a close here, just beyond the first quarter, we line up for a field goal from the 27-yard line, and Chris Boswell is going to miss it wide to the right. So we did a really nice job of driving downfield there, but it is still a 0-0 ball game with most of the second quarter remaining. Oh, we get a nice interception by Joe Hayden. So with an opportunity down here on the opposite end of the field, the Packers again make a mistake in the passing game. So they could have potentially been the first ones to put some points on the board. Joe Hayden goes up and gets the ball over Devontae Adams and comes down with a very nice interception. You guys can tell already this is going to be a defensive game through and through. We're going to get an interception from Stephon Tuitt. Stephon Tuitt, take it. Oh, my God, the big boy with the tipped ball interception. And that's exactly what we needed in order to get something going and get some points on the board. Now, we cannot fail here. Aaron Rodgers on the all-out blitz, tipped ball by Minkah Fitzpatrick, Stephon Tuitt, the ball just falls right into his hands, and this man with the return skills, maybe Stephon Tuitt should be playing halfback for us, takes the ball back to the 5-yard line, and we are set up and ready to go. I'm going to try to be powering this forward on the ground, but we'll see how this plays out. Stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1 there on the first one. They know we're running it, they've had success stopping our run so far, so we might need to switch it up a bit. Harris gets a little bit of space that time, takes it down to the 2. From the 2, I'm pretty confident we should be able to put this in. I think if I go shotgun maybe, if we can just get solid blocks right there off of the center and the guard, we should have no problem running this in, and Najee trucks a man over to get into the end zone. We are going to put a touchdown on the board, and I like the celebration there by Harris. This one will be a 7-0 ball game with 2.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Green Bay is set up for another field goal here from about the 30-yard line, so we'll see if they can't make this a 7-6 game. About 7 minutes or so left in the third quarter. They do miss it. That one comes up short from the 30-yard line. So looks like he didn't get a very good hit on that ball. Caused it to kind of die short of the goal line. And I had to go ahead and show you guys this 4 verticals play here, which was on a 4th down situation. We were across the 50-yard line, and I said, you know what, let's go for it. Our defense hasn't been letting us down yet. Ben Roethlisberger lets everybody else run off the defense and gets a one-on-one matchup with Najee Harris and a linebacker, and he takes us all the way down here to about the 13-yard line. Puts us in position for points, so we got to get some points here and make sure that we hold on to this lead. And Harris untouched into the end zone here for us today. That's going to give us our second touchdown of the game and give us a 13-3 lead with the pending extra point. And that is feeling like a pretty safe lead at this point, as long as our defense continues to perform as well as they have been in the earlier parts of today's game. And shortly thereafter, Ben Roethlisberger finds a man downfield, and that is none other than his reliable tight end target this season, Pat Freiermuth. He gets the completion all the way down to about the 26 or 27 yard line and sets us up for yet another score. Let's come away with at least a field goal this time. And down here from the 16-yard line, we're going to try to go to play action. We might try to hit Freiermuth open. Back corner of the end zone. Goes up for the catch, unable to come down with that one.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Harris trucks over.
And Najee Harris is finding room finally. He's up to 78 yards. You just got to keep grounding and pounding with a guy like this, and he's going to start to find space. 3rd and 2 situation. I kind of like the idea of the zone fake jet. We got this to work one time earlier in today's game. Oh, and I accidentally truck moved early, so that's going to bring up 4th down. We'll go ahead and kick this field goal and hopefully go ahead 17-3. And would you believe it, Chris Boswell missed his 2nd field goal of today's game. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think we're approaching that point where we have to consider moving on to our rookie kicker and parting ways with Chris Boswell. I know that it's a rough game. I know that it's only one game, but we're going to have to be on very close watch for Boswell as we move forward, because that's 2 times now in today's game, in a close game, in a crucial game, where we cannot afford to be missing those field goals. And on a crucial 3rd down, they try to go with the run, and they don't get it. 4th and 4 with 6 minutes left, and they're going to have to try to go for it here on a 4th down situation. I think I go with the pressure. We've been blitzing them quite a bit and getting some pressure. Now, we're not going to press our corners this time. We're going to leave a little bit of space and just tell our defense to cover pass, and I think we might be able to get enough pressure. Nope, just come down with the tackle. All right, good job, Sutton. Sutton comes down with the tackle. Probably should just, again, play conservative at this point because we do have a 2-score lead. They can't tie us here, and they're going to have to use quite a bit of the clock if we play conservatively. Sutton out there makes the tackle once again, but they are down to the 33-yard line. We're going to go with cover 3 Sky. Oh, and we're going to get the user sack with Stephon, too, at that time. That'll back him up to the 41-yard line. The pressure is coming in very, very quickly here today. Aaron Rodgers not given a lot of time to think about his throws, and we're taking advantage. A screen play, completely ineffective, and this is going to bring up 3rd and 18. I think we go with maybe man coverage. No, I'm not a fan of that. We're going to go with cover 3 over the top again and just tell guys to cover over top. They will go with the draw play. Schobert comes up and makes the tackle along with Minkah Fitzpatrick. So from the 35-yard line, they've got a nice little 4th and 12. It looks like they're going to try for the long field goal. He missed from the 30 earlier. I don't know how they think he's going to make this one from the 35 in these types of conditions, but hey, guess it's worth a shot. And it curves back, and it's good. I don't know what happened. Maybe he just mishit it because of the poor conditions on his first field goal. He does put that one through the uprights and makes this a 14-6 game. That's going to make it an 8-point lead, so still pretty comfortable with where we're at, and we should be able to chew a lot of clock on this drive as long as we can get, 1 first down. I'm hoping for 1 first down, and we should be good to go. And I might as well show you guys this drive. So we're going to try to go with the inside zone here. We do get some space. Got close to getting our first down on the very first carry. So So we're going to want to go to chew clock tempo, 2nd and 2. Let's go ahead and hope that Kevin Dotson can get us this trap block. They do a decent job of it, and Harris gets even more yardage, so that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning. Almost over 100 yards on the day with Harris. You guys can see that the running room has been continually opening up as the day progressed. That's what you got to do when you're running the ball, you know? If you're committed to it, especially on a day like today, you just got to keep rolling with it. Keep it moving, and eventually you're going to find those holes and find some space, especially as the offensive line continues to pound away and you wear down that defense. First time out comes in from the Packers. I'll be interested to see if we can close this game out right here or if we're going to have to give them the ball back one more time. We will hand this one off to Najee. And he's going to take us down to the 47-yard line. Unfortunately, Freiermuth goes down with an injury. Definitely didn't want to see that at this point in the game. Let's go ahead with, do we have like a, I actually don't mind the idea of an end around. I mean, as long as Claypool hangs onto the ball, and you know what, I selected the wrong play. I'm going to use my timeout because, actually no, because even if I ran end around against this, it would not be successful. I can tell you that right now. All right, so let's go with Harris. Really good blocking up front. Gets us across the 50-yard line. And that, I think, should do it. We'll go ahead and keep running it out. Minute 48 left, and they only have one timeout. Really great blocks there on the offensive line. They did a great job of just basically sealing out the defensive tackles and giving us enough running room for Harris to bolt through. Freiermuth strained tricep, not too serious. Let's go ahead and close this out.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. So here we go, Charles.
So they have us here trying to pass the ball. I kind of understand the logic. Yeah, let's just go ahead and run with it. Get a nice little catch by Claypool, possession catch, and that absolutely closes out the game. Now, unfortunately, on that last play, Kevin Dotson's going to go down with an injury. So that's going to do it for us today. We'll have to see after the game how serious that injury was, but we're going to come away 14-6 with the victory. Bruce Sternum there, Kevin Dotson, the injury came in pretty quick, so that's not too big of a deal for us. He should be back within the next game. Last kneel out here should take this one away, and so maybe I was wrong about this being our toughest challenge of the season. This type of gameplay, this type of weather kind of benefits our team because of how good our defense is and how good our running game can be. So great performance here today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let's go ahead and back out and make sure that we didn't get any serious injuries after that. But pretty solid performance, and I hope you guys did enjoy this one. And that's going to do it for today's video. So we actually did not come up with any injuries following that game. Nothing further than that week. So maybe I was wrong about that being our toughest competition. Denver's coming into town at 4-0. So, you know, a couple of tough games back to back. You know, Denver's a very similar overall to our team, but they are 4-0, and they're 79 overall, so they could be a tough matchup as well, especially if they've got their quarterback play to a consistent point. So very interesting stuff here. Might bring you guys this game, might bring you guys a later game next time in the series, but we'll see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, we're sitting at 3-1, tied with the Browns at 3-1. Hope you guys have a good one. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. See ya.